Hello everyone, welcome to Bee's Casina. Um, Sorry I've been a little bit out of action. I wasn't feeling very well last week and you know how that goes. Sometimes when you're out of commission, you have to get better in order to go back into the routines. Today we are going to do beef ribs and I don't even know what I'm gonna make it with, but I guess we'll figure out. I know some tostones fritos might play a part of it, but you know, I'm playing it as I go along. Of course, you have to set up the oven to cook at 300 because I am gonna leave it unattended for maybe a half hour to pick up my girls, but that's okay. Don't worry. I know that some people feel we about leaving things unattended, but guess what? They are unattended in the house for 3 hours if you're cooking something in the oven. And then you go check it and you see it. Of course, you're gonna put enough water so you don't have to worry or stress about it. My recommendation to you guys is first, season your meat ahead of time. I do it 1 or 2 weeks in advance. I freeze it and then I take it out as it go. I already took it out. It is frosted, and let's see how it looks. Okay. Well, first I already put it in a plate. I have my Curtis Stone dish, baking dish, and then I'm putting my ribs on top of it. And of course, this is how they're gonna look when you put them in the dish. And of course, you want to have enough water, as you can see, enough water to make sure that that it's going to be very moist, and basically that water is going to give that those ribs very good flavor. But you already season it. If you already season it with my sofrito, adobo goya, a little bit of salt, pepper, onion, garlic, and everything can be powder, but I use my sofrito. My sofrito already have all that already from scratch, that I do it every day. If you haven't seen my sofrito recipe, go and look at my previous video, because that's gonna help you a lot to contribute everything. So my ribs are already ready to be put in the oven at 300, and basically this is how they should look. You are going to put at least 1 or 2 cups of water in there, and the cup of water is, if you have beef stock, you can do beef stock, but I would really recommend you to use regular water, because what happens is, if you're gonna cook a meat for maybe 2-3 hours, guess what? The meat is gonna infuse those water that you put in there with whatever it is that you're doing. So I'm doing beef. That water is going to become beef stock, and I don't need it unless I'm planning to do mashed potatoes or things like that, which you can do that if you want to, but that's up to you. But I let the water totally dissolve. I put at least 1 or 2 cups, and I let it there. I leave it there at 300 for at least 2 or 3 hours. 2 or 3 hours. This is beef. Beef tends to be done a little bit faster. But what I'm doing is I'm steaming them in the oven. And of course, you have to set a baking time of 300. I don't know if you can see it, but it's 300. And you can bake it as 2 or 3 hours, in 1 or 2 hours, and check it and then see where it comes. When I come back from picking up my girls, I'm gonna hike it up to maybe 350, and I'm gonna see how well it's doing, because this is for dinner, and right now is only hold on, time is not of the essence. So it's 1:46 my time. I don't go pick up my girls until 2:20. So I'm gonna baby it for maybe 20 minutes, and that's it. After that, I'm going to just let it do its things. The oven already knows what it's gonna do. You put enough water in there that it's not gonna burn. So that is all you need to do. Put the season it. Put the beef stock. Put the water. And then the beef, They smell delicious because they've been in there for a while. You also have to put a little bit of bay leaf too. Put maybe 2 or 3 bay leaf. I do it when I season it, so the bay leaf is already included. I don't have to do anything but just take it out, put it in the dish that I want to do it. Put it in the dish that I want to do it. Sorry for the lighting, guys. I can't do too much about it because the lighting in here is too much. So basically, this is it. You guys would put it in the oven at 300 for at least 1 or 2 hours. And then after 2 hours, you go in there and you check it and see how it is. If the meat is tender, if it's not tender enough, then you can put it up to 350 into the end process. But I like my beef or ribs very tender, that they fall off the bone. That's my recommendation to use. So you keep putting water in there until you get the desired goal. And when you're done, of course, I put paper foil on top of it to cover it, because the paper foil, what it's going to do is going to create like a steaming sensation in there, and basically it's going to steam those ribs, and they're going to get all tender with all the juices in there. So you're not stripping anything of it. And if you have potatoes, which I don't have, but I would have probably made it in a bigger dish and put some baked potatoes in there. Or you can put squash, or you can put whatever, or broccoli if you want to. You can also wait maybe until you're leaving it for the last hour, like bake it for 2 hours, and then just go in there and put the whatever you're gonna put, what kind of vegetable or whatever vegetable you want to put. I'm probably gonna do some tostones fritos. So I think I already have a tostones fritos recipe already included in there, but if you guys want to continue seeing more tostones fritos, let me know. I'll probably do it again. I'm also gonna try to do my Ipsy bags opening. I'm gonna try to do that. But if you like that kind of videos, let me know, because I know people don't know about Ipsy. Ipsy is like a subscription monthly that you actually pay 12 something. I think I started with $10, but now it's up to 12. That brings like 5 items. It could be a brush, it could be whatever Ipsy is gonna design that month. So I think monthly I'm gonna try to do the revealing of the Ipsy bag, so you guys can see what is it all about, what it brings, what if you guys want to subscribe to it, and if it's gonna be good for you, because you don't know. And they have two different bags. They'll have one that is 12, and the other one I think is 25. Don't quote me on that. I don't know the precise price, but when I do the Ipsy bag, I might put it in the comment section, the pricing. Also, you know about my jewelry. I sell paparazzi jewelry. They're $5 with a necklace and the earrings. Basically, you can pair with most of the jewelry. I use it with my wedding ring, which matches perfectly. And this is gorgeous because you have different color. And every week there's new items coming out that are so beautiful, and they only cost $5. I mean, if you're located in Texas, San Antonio, Texas, and you want to come see my collection, come see it. If not, just order online. I'm going to put the link below. Just go look at it. If you don't like it, then forget it. Just look at my videos for my food and enjoy it. And I hope you guys are having a good time. But this is just basically it. I'm going to put you here, and I'm going to let you know this is what I do. I mean, I put the beef in there, then I put the water, which is like 1 or 2 cups, and then you put the foil on top of it, and it should look like this when you're done with it. I'm gonna show you how it's going to look. Your dish should look like this, and be very careful. Depending on the deepness, the water is going to be all over the place. So please be careful putting this inside of the oven, because it is going to be hot. It's going to be at 300, and you don't want to get burned or anything. So most of the time I do use these gloves that are my lifesaver, because not for nothing, most of the time I get burned regardless. My mom always said, if you don't get burned, Yeah, okay. I just dropped the beef. Now I have to fix it again. Let's don't do that. Okay. Well, the good thing is that it fall on my foil because it was covered. But now what I need to do is just grab the water from the foil and put it on top of this monstrous beef thing. And of course I have a mess on the floor. Now I have to clean it. Let's do that. Okay. So I'm gonna put water again. That is half a cup, so I'm gonna have to put 4. But I was lucky enough that the ribs didn't fall on the floor. It fell on top of the foil. Happens to the best of us. Okay, so we have precisely 1.5 cup. And let's put that extra half cup that we need in there. And that is it. So now let's put foil on top. That foil is over. We're gonna have to foil again. Where's my foil? Oh, it's over there, okay. So you use your foil. Of course I have to clean up the mess that's on the floor, but we will take care of that once we're done. Once we're done with creating this. Guys, I'm going to open the oven and be a little careful because I don't want to drop this again. I do not, and I do not want to do this over again. So, but this beef, you continue putting water on it into your desired tenderness. When you feel that it's warm enough, that is cool, that is to the point that you are basically just enjoy that rib and falling off the bone. And of course the water is too much, so it's dripping a little bit. Okay, let's do this. So I am going to take out this metal rack here, and I'm going to put this in there. Well, hopefully the water doesn't fall. There you go. Now, I know that this is dripping, a little bit of dripping. Let's try to be careful with this, okay? Okay, so this beef, this beef is going to take approximately, I would say, between an hour or 3 hours. And I'm going to leave it in there for at least, I want to say between 3 or 4 hours. It's one, I expect it to be done by 5. That should be 4 hours of cooking time. That is going to make those ribs tender, and it's going to be perfect to pair it with whatever you want. You want broccoli, you want mashed potatoes, you can put rice. I'll see what I invent, but I'm definitely gonna fry some plantains, hopefully tonight. And I'm not gonna do the video, but if you want me to repeat that video, let me know. I'll do it again. But my plan is just to do the ribs with either mashed potatoes, rice, or something paired with. Like I always say, I always put pictures on Instagram, so once they're done, I will be putting my pictures in there. Just go look and see what I pair it with. But it's that simple. Just season with my sofrito, adobo Goya, and then you put garlic, pepper, black pepper, grind it, and then onions, and then you do, and then you put a little bit of, I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce it correctly, but you know what this is. This is Worcestershire sauce, and I put that on top of it too. And of course a little bit of basil wouldn't hurt, and my sofrito that you need to include it in there. Well guys, this is it. It's gonna be cooking in the oven non-stop. You just need to check it. Make sure that there's enough water in there to maintain the steam going on. And once the ribs get to that point, you're gonna uncover it and you're gonna cook it for maybe half hour at 300 or 375 until you get that desired color that is just golden and beautiful and texture. And if you want to put barbecue sauce or whatever sauce you want to put, that'll be the time to actually add it when you're actually uncover it and it's exposed to the without the foil on top of it. That's when you want it, and it's gonna be maybe a half hour, so you're gonna have that a half hour window that it's gonna permit you to enjoy those ribs with whatever seasoning you want. It's already seasoned, but you can top it with whatever sauce you want because you want it to be perfect to your need. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, let me know in the comments below if you like this video. If you don't like it, I understand. You can say you don't like it and let me know what you don't like about it, so this way I can make better videos. Also, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and you know what? Let me know if you want me to show you what my Ipsy bag look like. If not, you know, just say no below and let me know. But thumbs up means that you guys are interested and then you might want some. So give me some thumbs up and let me know. Bye bye guys. That's the only way I know if you like this kind of videos. Love you guys. Mwah. Have a great day and visit my jewelry website. You guys are gonna enjoy it. It's so many jewelry for $5. It's amazing. I love it. And it's nickel free. It doesn't hurt your ears. If you have sensitive ears, this will not affect you. I was one of them until I joined Paparazzi, and now I have my gold jewelry and I have a Paparazzi jewelry to play with. Bye bye. Love you.